Alright guys, welcome back. Today we've got 3 projects we need to get done around here because I procrastinated too long in the winter. First off, we got to make an adjustment to this mini sled so I can put it in and out of the truck easier. Second off, we are going to put a light bar on the 4-wheeler. And third up, since I broke the fuel lines on the sled, we'll explain that later. We've got to do fuel lines. So let's get after it. Alright, so the first thing we have to do to this MIDI is make this so I can take it and put it inside my truck as it sits right now. Once this is underneath the sled, it's back here, it does not fit in the bed of my truck. This will either be hanging out the back, which really wasn't a big deal when I didn't have a topper. I just had a tonneau cover on. But now that I have a topper on, it's a problem. So we are going to, oh man, I made these knots really tight, didn't I? We're going to undo all these knots here. We're going to put carabiners right here and right here. So all I have to do when I put all this stuff in my truck, and probably leave it in my truck for the remainder of ice fishing season, is unclip these or clip them back on whenever I need to take all this out of the truck or stow it in the truck. So give me a minute here. I might just come back to it. It's not that bad. It's moving. Alright, so there's one. We got not of carabiners. So I had to go inside the frozen duck boat to dig these bad boys out because we used them for duck, or I had an idea to do like a long rig for duck season, but we never ended up using it. So that's what all these carabiners are for. But it gets to get salvaged for another season. So we're just going to, simple as this, tie this off here. Get this hooked in here. Oh. Clove hitch action. Bada boom. Now it's removable. And I should probably go back and tighten that up, but I'm going to get both of them on first and see how tight I need to make them. But that's pretty much project number 1. Quick, easy, out of the way. I don't know if I want to tackle the wheeler next or the sled. Probably the sled, because we've got fresh snow outside and I want to take a little rip through the yard real quick. I'm not going to take it on the lake yet because I need it to get registered, transferred in my name. But, you know. Alright, the next project I'm deciding to go with is a light bar. I think it'll be nice and quick because this ATV, being the utility edition of the Sportsman, has, let's run back here, a little 12-volt plug right there. It is. So that's normally to supply power for if you're going to use like a sprayer or whatever you use on a utility edition. I'm probably not going to use that for anything else, so I'm going to use it to wire up the light bar. And then that also saves me from punching a hole in the console here, because the console already has a little switch here that goes to that. So that'll save me from cutting any new holes in plastic. I'm going to try and avoid that as much as possible. So let's get this bad boy on there and see how that works. Okay, so let's get this wired up. I'm going to use just these quick connectors. I know it's not the best way to way to make a connection, but it is cold right now, and I'm trying to get this done so I can go back inside. So I've got 16 gauge wire here, and the wiring harness I'm using that I got from Amazon actually came with some butt connectors for this end. So what I'm going to end up doing is putting these matching butt connectors on one end, and then these are going to connect to the light itself.
All right, let's try the red one. Okay, I'll try the green. Let's try the red one again. Not again!
Alright guys, so the camera died earlier, so I didn't get to show you the rest of wiring that wiring harness together and getting the light bar in, or fixing the fuel line for the sled, which there was enough fuel line to kind of stretch it so I can get to work for right now. On a warmer day when I'm not doing that, then I'll go through and redo all the fuel lines. But for right now, there she is. I've actually got a little yellow lens on there so I can get yellow and white light on the lake. Oh, there I am. But yeah, I mean, it works really well. As you can see out there, when it's able to light up past the snowblower it is. Let me go behind real quick and show you what it looks like on the back end. So coming back here, it literally is just a wiring harness. To speak a little bit louder, that goes right into this 12-volt plug here. I just have it zip tied up, and so it doesn't fall out of the way or anything like that. So it'll work for now, and it might just keep it like that anyway. So, yeah. Alright guys, so we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to spend the rest of my evening undoing that cluster right there. And we'll see you guys next time. Make sure to hit subscribe. And send me ideas for what you want to see. Once I get an auger, we'll get on the ice and do some ice fishing. But until then, today was just kind of wrapping things up. And see you next time.